Okay, and we are live. Hello, everybody. Adjust the mic. Alright, so the good news is that I was smart and remembered to do all of the login bullshit that EA likes to make me do. I already took care of that. Hooray! Which means I just need to wait for the game to fire up. There we go. Hello, Kitty. My cat has come to say hello. Alright, let's fire this up. It is time to do In Your Heart Shall Burn, aka the Siege of Haven. So after the stream last week, I spent a bunch of time crafting and such. Okay. He also wants to play, but his play is very, very different. Yeah. Oh, yeah, might as well. What are we doing? What are we doing? No, okay. It's because my hands are currently used to... I've been playing some of the Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access, which has an entirely different... not entirely different, but, you know, just slightly different enough configuration. So I might accidentally shoot a couple things while trying to adjust the camera. Whoops. Okay. Now this is great because now I'm gonna play some Baldur's Gate tomorrow, and
the
I'm
Inquisition
totally gonna
appreciates your
forget
assistance in this
everything
matter.
that...
And my miners appreciate your business.
Yes. Alright, I'm not gonna trigger In Your Heart Shall Burn. Okay, an offer from the Blades of Assyria. Griffon mail. Nice. Get a coin. Nice. And you know, go do it again.
To work?
Let's ride this pony. Okay. Alright, all done. So now I was all like, oh yeah, I've totally optimized everyone's gear. But now I have Griffin armor. What is this? It is medium armor. Oh, it's for the rogue only. Okay, well. How's Sarah? Okay. That's pretty good. What about that? Okay. So do I give it to him? Alright, no, I'll give it to him now. And then whatever he was just wearing, we will give to Cole. So now, before we go...
I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
You disapprove of something the Chantry did. Are you allowed to do that?
That largely depends upon one's company. While surrounded by those declared heretics already, I am safe enough. In some ways, Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, But it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
You did well to gain the mages to your cause. The people have hope that the breach may be sealed. Some of them are returning to the lives they fled. Others are starting fresh. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is ending.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell.
Farewell.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who is she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady
Bianca?
Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
Mage circles started falling years ago. The Chantry was troubled even before the Divine's murder.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love. We will not benefit from its decline. Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk.
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own
I
wants
mean,
to
she's
secure
clearly
peace
good
in
at her
Talos.
job.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montillier.
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment. The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
Alright, we've had all that conversation
I'll speak with you
before.
later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back. Thank you.
Oh, I got XP for doing that? Sweet. Okay. Oh, something to read. The song. Oh, this is someone's bedroom.
Magic
Just
exists to
spoken
serve
to-
man and never to rule over him.
Let's see. Oh, the dungeons. Have we taken anybody prison on? I don't think so. But there's something down here anyway. Oh yes, I have it here. But there's stuff to loot, so we're not. Oh no, there's stuff. Oh no. Hey, why not? Oh, food and speed. That reminds me, when I go talk to Solus, I need to swing by the alchemists and make sure everybody is topped up on potions. Okay. Alright, that was the thing highlighting. Might as well do more unlocking. Don't mind me, just fucking around in the jail cells. Okay, cool. But I mean, this is the last time I'm gonna be in Haven. I want to make sure I get everything. Grand Hall. That just sells there, so we go this way. The end is in this little nook right here. There's something in the sack. Land's full. Okay. Vivienne.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
We can handle the mages. There's no need for Templars.
Have any of these men faced an abomination before, my dear? Have you? The veil is broken, and the raw power of the Fade rushes out like floodwaters through a shattered levee. In ordinary places where the veil is weak, magic is much more likely to attract demons. And if demons can walk our world with no blood magic to summon them, how safe do you think our allies are? There has never been a greater threat to mages than the Breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
I mean, the one thing that the franchise has driven home, whether they meant to or not, is that mages tend to only become abominations when they are driven to it. If I go to Fiona and I'm like, hey, handle your shit, handle your people's shit, make sure they can handle all their own shit, like, fewer abominations. And I don't think Vivienne realizes that. Also, this is for you, Ranger Eric.
When you say mages are a danger, are you counting yourself?
Of course I am, my dear. Every mage who joins the cause is taking a calculated risk, whether they know it or not. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
Yeah. Gotta go with that one.
The Dalish get along just fine without Templars or Circle Towers.
As I understand it, the elves limit their risk by refusing to have more than 3 mages in a clan. Tell me, what becomes of the Dalish youngster who is not appointed first or second?
What a grim answer.
If a clan can't raise the mage, they're sent to another that's in need of a first or second.
And if there are no clans in need of a new apprentice? For those who value survival, sentimentality is not an option. Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Mages should be treated like anybody else.
Yeah, she really doesn't
How
like
free
any of
did you feel living on the run, never straying too close to villages or staying in one place too long? Paint the cage any color you like. It is still a cage. It's something to consider, my dear.
I tried so hard to like Vivienne at first, but just... there's just something about the way she says my dear. I hate it. I hate it.
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Aw.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me.
I mean,
And yet I'm free and they're not.
she did spend
It's
a lot
not
of time
right.
with Wynn.
Anything I should know?
Altegan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
They called you the left hand of the Divine.
That they did. What of it?
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Yeah, and it's not just the way she says "my dear." It's like, I'm not gonna, that's a weird question. No, we're not gonna ask that.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine.
But yeah, no, just
Before she
something
was
about the tone.
Justinia.
It strikes me
When
as
I met
so
her, she was Mother
insincere.
Dorothea. I was
And
at
it's
my
just so
lowest,
hard for me to like the character as a result.
lost.
Like, I can
she saved
appreciate
me.
her complexity.
No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
Alright, I'm not gonna
We'll talk
ask
more
that
later.
dumb and intrusive question. Who cares? I feel like there's a sincere way to say darling, and there's an insincere way to say darling.
I suppose you're right.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total ask. Fact.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
Doesn't this mean people think you're guilty of more than you actually do?
Suppose. Does it matter?
Shouldn't it?
Important people kill over imagined insults. I've made more than enough of real ones, so no. I don't suppose it does.
I do appreciate how
Are you
practical
just about
she is.
pranks and revenge, or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt sprains. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall, so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun that, though. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, innit?
I mean, I know that the fandom finds her annoying, but I don't. Like, she has a very strong moral core. So Sarah's there, Solus and Dorian over there, Dr. Liliana, and Detective Eric. Okay. Like, yeah, I guess it's kind of an annoying moral center, but she has one, and it's, you know, mostly good. It's, if the nobles are gonna fuck with us, we're gonna fuck with them back.
What's on your mind?
I guess nothing.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Yeah, now I need to think about. Okay, no, we're gonna top off on potions before I forget to do that. Can I upgrade? Can I upgrade a potion? Ah, I cannot. I don't think I visited any of the places where Prophet's laurel grows. Tears of the Dead? Oh. Oh, not enough blood lotus. Grenade! Okay. Bees. Okay. Need more. And some wasps. Okay. No, this is my favorite grenade in any game ever. Okay, so. Are those the potions I want? Let's try poison over the Antivan fire. Okay, Cassandra, she's good. Sarah, she's good. Some more bees. Of course Vivian stopped up because I never take her out. I should. Okay, cool. Everyone is...
Let me know if you need anything.
Top on potions.
If Segra can get what I need, I'll pay the bastard myself. What can I do for you?
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
I thought you would be more interested in sharing your opinions of elven culture. You are Dalish, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
The
I'm
Dalish are the best hope
disappointed.
for preserving the culture of our people.
Our people. You use that phrase so casually. It should mean more. But the Dalish have forgotten that, among other things.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not
but you
their
know the
fault.
truth, right?
While they pass on stories, mangling details, I walk the Fade. I have seen things they have not.
Fine, you think we're terrible. What about the alienages full of elves who aren't Dalish?
That's what I wanted to say.
What would it benefit some poor man in a Ferelden alienage to learn that his ancestors strode the land like gods? It would only make him bitter, or inspire him to take a foolish risk and get himself killed.
You've decided his reaction for him.
Perhaps I have. If you have questions and believe the answers will help, ask.
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Hallam Shiral. But Hallam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. A place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps of Dalish Erebels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
Are all Dalish elves like my clan?
No. Your clan was unique in having enough interest in human affairs to send you to spy upon the Divine's meeting. As your clans have been separate for so long, they have all changed, adapting to the lands in which they lived. Some are no more than bandits, others trade freely with humans, and some have disappeared entirely to the forests.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition, much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
The legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the Chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay, I think that he's still got the little doohickey about him. He still has stuff to say.
Hello.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I'd like to know more about the veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality, where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful, and the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
I'd like to know more about demons.
The Chantry says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
He's still got the thing on his head.
Greetings.
It's
We'll
not.
talk later.
Goodbye.
Okay. So that felt like a productive
Blessings upon you,
conversation of
herald of
souls.
unrest. Magic exists to
I don't know
serve
if I have
man
anything
and
more
never
to say to
rule
Varric, but sure, why not?
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Are you from Ferelden? Olay?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the
I
rules
wonder what
to
that
get things
inspiration
done.
was.
The Tale of the Champion.
He does have
is the most
hobbies.
famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romance.
That's gonna come up later.
Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
What sort of shops do you own?
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in money lenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed? The guy responsible used to be a
Yeah,
friend of
yeah,
mine.
he did.
The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca? She's one of a kind. I won her from Paragon Smith Bronca in a game of Wicked Grace. She was such a sore loser. Ran off to the deep roads in a huff, and that was the last anyone
That
saw of
is
her.
an extravagant lie.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Oh, I should check my
Walk
special
safely, Herald of
shipment
Andraste.
chest. Do I have grease? Do I have grease? No, I don't have grease. Alright, and we just need to talk
Good luck
to
sealing those rings.
Cullen and Ironbow and Blackwell. Oh, and Cassandra. But why are we doing this? Who are we shooting? We're not shooting anybody, we are talking to them.
Greetings. May I ask you about the Chantry?
It is difficult to say what becomes of the Chantry now. They have no Templars, no leadership, and no one left who is worthy of succeeding.
I hope I can play my
It
cards
has
right
fallen
and
apart
make
when everyone
Cassandra
needs it the
divide.
most.
I think she does the
I
best job.
ache to think what this will mean in the days to come.
Do you really believe the Chantry is worth preserving?
I do. Though I understand how someone born outside of human society might think otherwise. Cast the Chantry aside and new problems replace old ones. We will have learned nothing from history. The people need stability, and the Chantry needs a new purpose. Andraste had a dream for us. It can still be achieved.
So, what should this new purpose be?
A dedication to what is truly important. Instead of building cathedrals and sewing gowns for the divine, the Chantry used to spend its coin feeding the poor. If we are to spread the Maker's word across the world, we must do so with open hearts and open hands.
That sounds rather idealistic of you.
I mean, it kind of
Does
is,
it?
but it's also
I
sort
do
of
not
practical.
think it's so
Like, yeah, that's how you win hearts
The
and minds.
Chantry has many good, honest people.
Like,
They just need direction and inspiration.
any adult
They
in
need to
this
be
world
freed
has
from
lived through
centuries of
apocalypses
adherence to
already.
tradition and ceremony. A chance for renewal is at our fingertips. It does not have to come with utter chaos.
What influence does Chancellor Roderick really wield?
He's a bureaucrat, responsible for communicating the Divine's will to the rest of the Chantry. Therefore, he's accustomed to the clerics hanging on his every word, hoping his influence will benefit them. Despite that, Roderick is not a bad man. He's frightened, and believes his place is to fill the gap left by Most Holy's death. Some might agree. As far down the chain of command as he is, there is no one left above him.
How big a problem could he be?
No more than he is already. He sent his message to the College of Clerics. That is the only card he had to play. Dealing with him further only lends him credibility he doesn't deserve.
Will the Chantry replace Divine Justinian?
They will try. Once the priests withdraw for the Grand Consensus, it is against Chantry law for them to emerge without naming a new divine. Sometimes it takes days, or weeks, or even months. The problem now is that no clear successor to Justinia exists. All worthy clerics died with her at the conclave.
So what happens if they can't agree on someone?
Theoretically, they will argue until exhaustion takes them or they see reason. Practically, however, if the Grand Consensus goes on too long, the Chantry will crumble. Any cleric with ambition but little sense will see this as her one chance, and plenty of such clerics exist. We shall see what happens. The Inquisition must act in the meantime.
If they do choose a new divine, will you serve her?
That depends on whether she would have me. I am a rebel now, remember? And even if she would, I do not know. It would depend on what type of divine she is. I am no longer in a position to follow blindly, and no new divine could expect such obedience now.
I'm surprised you rebelled against the Chantry.
I left my own order when they took the wrong path. It is no different. But in neither case did I stop caring. Indeed, I care so much that I feel drastic action is necessary. I suppose history shall one day judge my actions.
Thank you.
Hey, Colin. Hi, Blondie.
Yes?
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
What would you like to know?
Why did you join the Order?
I could think of no better calling than to protect those in need. I used to beg the Templars as our local chantry to teach me. At first, they merely humored me. I must have shown promise, or at least a willingness to learn. The Knight Captain spoke to my parents on my behalf. They agreed to send me for training. I was 13 when I left home.
13? That's still so young.
I wasn't the youngest there. Some children are promised to the Order at infancy. Still, I didn't take on full responsibilities until I was 18. The Order sees you trained and educated first.
And what about your family? Did you miss them?
Of course, but there were many my age who felt the same. We learned to look out for one another.
Do the Templars do anything besides hunt mages?
Templars protect against the dangers of magic. Before the Order left the Chantry, that meant serving in a circle. They were also tasked with tracking apostates or fighting demons inevitably summoned by the weak or malicious.
You've made it clear that you consider mages a threat.
Any mage can be. I won't pretend otherwise. I've seen the suffering magic can inflict. I've treated mages with distrust because of it. At times without cause. That was unworthy of me. I'll try not to do
Hey,
so.
he's growing.
Not that I want mages moving through our base completely unchecked. We need safeguards in place to protect people, including mages, from possession of the beast.
You've lived in the Circle. What was a typical day for a Templar there?
Typical. The last time I was in a circle was right before it fell
And
apart.
that was
Nothing
Meredith's
was
circle. It
typical.
was also not
Before
typical.
that, then?
Certain rituals require a full guard, a mage's howling for
Yeah,
instance.
you
I've
have.
attended a few. Most of the time you merely maintain a presence, on patrol or in the circle, ready to respond if needed. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Do Templars and mages never speak to each other?
Some do, but Templars are supposed to maintain a certain distance from their charges. If a mage is possessed or uses blood magic, you must act quickly, without hesitation. Your judgment cannot be clouded. Of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
What does Templar training involve?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Templars are among the best warriors in Thedas. Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus.
Did you enjoy your training?
Learn everything. If I was giving my life to this, I would be the best Templar I could.
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. I wasn't always successful. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the chant of transfiguration wasn't the most exciting task. I admit, my mind sometimes wandered.
Do Templars take vows? I swear to the Maker to watch all the mages. That sort of thing.
There's a vigil first. You're meant to be at peace during that time, but your life is about to change. When it's over, you give yourself to a life of service. That's when you're given a filter, your first draft of lyrium. Now, as Templars, we are not to seek wealth or acknowledgement. Our lives belong to the Maker and the path we have chosen.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
This is a soulless man's playthrough, so we are not flirting with Cullen. But we are going to talk to Iron Bull a little bit.
Can I help you?
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. It wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough, ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
And you're a spy?
Close. I am now, I suppose. But that's not how I started. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island was a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashath, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Tal Vashath. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
You'd heard what the re-educators did to their prisoners.
Yes, I had. I wanted them to fix me like they fixed them. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Tal Vashath, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
Thanks for the information, Bull.
No problem, boss. Anyway, nice talking with you.
Nice work at Redcliffe. I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. First time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
How's Iron Bull as a commander?
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less. If he keeps us alive, he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword. Bull isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
How did a Tevinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
I wasn't a soldier at the time. I was in some trouble, trying to flee to Vinter. A Tribune and his men caught me in a border town tavern. They meant to make an example of me. Bull killed them. Gave up his eye doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flail. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big horned idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was Ben Hasrath, I'd have thought he'd left that life behind.
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole band, but those who've been around long enough to trust. He figures most of us would find out sooner or later, and it should come from him. Eyes to eye, he says. It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
Oh, he still got the little... Oh, no, it's just because I'm highlighting him. Okay, just because I'm highlighting him. So, Blackwall.
Please send Fisser our thanks for the refreshments.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
Okay. So I guess that's the conversation we're going to have. Cool. Wow, okay, so... It is time. It is time. So, I'm actually going to have a real quick capitalism break. Because I'm going to put a little more ice and bourbon in my glass. It's only going to take about 30 seconds. So, enjoy a 30-second ad break. Alright. I am back. Let's make this happen. Oh man, who am I gonna bring? I'm kind of tempted to bring Core 3 of Cassandra, Varric, and Solus. Maybe it'll be Varric, Blackwall, and Solus? Oh dang! Okay. Alright. That is a good reminder. Ranger Eric. We're gonna go back. We're going to save. Huh? Save. No save. Okay, it doesn't let me write the little cutesy names. But... Okay. Just checking. Alright. Game has been saved. Alright.
Have you kept in touch with our
The
friends?
best of the
in
mages are ready,
Essex
Harold.
estate?
Be
Several
certain you are
bards will play
prepared
for her
for the
tomorrow
assault on
night.
the breach.
You will have
We
names.
are
now, have we?
prepared. We've spent a lot of time preparing. It's time. Okay. Oh man, I kind of want to bring Dorian. Alright, no, we're bringing the original 3. Yes. Are we? Yes. He's still in yarn.
Mages! Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
Green thing from the... Yeah.
You did it.
Hello, Renegade. I understand the sentiment. And I like the cat face, Ranger Eric.
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
Like that? Coming from the mountains?
Forces approaching! To arms!
What the...
I'm doing well,
We
Renegade.
must get to the gates.
I began cutting the fabric for my wedding dress today, so... I cut the pattern yesterday.
I knew it was
Put
too
the satin.
easy.
Oh, okay.
This bodes poorly.
Oh, man.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
Yeah, I'm getting married in August.
come in unless you open.
It's cold. I've been saving so many daggers for you, my dude.
I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. This Elder.
That guy. It's that asshole.
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make
That
it easy.
fucking
In position
asshole.
with the herald.
They made my life so hard in Dragon Age 2. Okay. Alright. Shit. Let's get to it. Yeah, I'm gonna play, and I am making my own wedding dress because I like that. So that is what I stay doing. Shit. Okay, no, we're doing okay. I mean, every time I say that, like a meteor falls on everybody and then they'll die, but no, we're doing okay. Now, this is why... Oh, yeah, see? Exactly. Now they're both dead. I do wonder if Flavel might have been a better choice, because he is such a fucking good tank. I think the only other thing I could bring down. Okay. Trebuchet, that means there's another. But I wanna loot! I wanna loot them! There's many to loot. Oh shit, you can't hear me? Is it that you can't hear me now, or can you not hear me over the noise of the game? This is the worst time to have audio issues. There! Gotta kill these assholes! Alright, did a reset on the mic, hopefully that worked. Okay, so noted. Alright, so noted.
They felt that.
Combat is
We'll
noisy.
reload. You get to the other trebuchet. It isn't firing.
This way. We must get this trebuchet firing.
Oh, we leveled! We just leveled! Not gonna waste that. Oh right, I use this one a lot. Immobilized. Let's go with immobilized. Oh shit, Cassandra! I've been neglecting you, Cassandra. That's a good one. That's another good one. Yes, giving her a better constitution. Varric's good. Alright. grinding level, because this is quite easy, at least for now. I know it's gonna get real rough in a minute.
More incoming. Keep
There
them
we
off
are.
the trebuchet. We've got time.
Trebuchet.
Through the trebuchet. Start firing.
You know, while I'm doing this, I should make you do that. You have one. You don't have one. You're fine. It's not that easy. It's not that easy.
Shit, who ordered the end of the damned world?
Everyone to the gates!
This is supply cache. Okay, add to the supply cache. Loot. Oh, I don't like that. That is the flapping of leathery wings. I do not like that. I'm also going to be fighting a lot of Red Templars, so I want advantage against them, so I'm going to loot them. Okay. Why don't my eyes saw that shadow? Wait, what? What are we doing? What are we doing? What the fuck do I do? That is part of the quest. Alright, that was not how I do it. The door is obstructed. Okay. That's all I'm getting. The door is obstructed. Are there hints? Are there hints? Oh, fuck. Okay. mean, my inclination is to try and fucking climb this. What else am I supposed to do? Okay, that's not working. There's a supply cache. Okay, seriously, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because clearly the answer is move the box, but the box is not letting me move. It's not really letting me climb these boxes either. Nope. Okay. And I'm carrying on fire. Alright, is there some control I'm forgetting? Okay. Alright, so there's just the interact. Okay, no, alright, I'm supposed to go around this way, I think. Fuck! No, because I can't get on these rocks. Can I? No. Alright. This way. I'm stuck in the horse pen. Okay, no, it's not letting me climb on the rocks. And I'm stuck. Alright, fuck it. Sorry, Harriet.
Move it! Move it! We need everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Let's get people to safety.
not this way. Not this way. Yeah, working on it.
Another death, I fear.
Aw, damn it.
Hear that?
Watch out! The flames will reach the pots!
Here's my knave. Knave! Oh, shit.
Another death.
I hear the fire!
Oh, friend! You're a fucking low game sympathizer, but you don't deserve to die for all that.
Didn't expect this from you. Thanks. Let's go.
Hello, Great Cthulhu.
Move! Keep going! The Chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy. Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
If you know why he wants me, just say it.
I don't. He's too loud. It hurts to hear him. He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them. Kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Harold, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers. I don't know, Harold. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly. If he shows us the path. But what of your escape?
I'm an elf. I can run on
Perhaps
snowbanks.
you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Harold, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
We will exact a heavy price. They will not take us easily.
We don't stop till we just fucking run. Okay, there's a new supply cache and a whole fuck ton of bad guys.
Trebuchet must be aimed! Quickly!
Be ready. More coming our way.
Shit, out of potions. Okay. Time to get to the supply cache. There we go. Night Captain Dedham? Fuck! Oh, he was the cool guy. Oh, shit fuck. Oh, shit fuck. I don't know what help bees will do, but they're gonna do it. Well-timed freeze. Thank you. Oh.
Move! Now!
Oh, is this asshole? Hawk! Hawk! You didn't kill him, Hawk!
Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken no more.
Whatever you are, I'm not afraid.
Words mortals often hurl into darkness. Once they were mine, they are always lies. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
You'll You'll get nothing out of me!
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not. I am here to anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Geralt. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gall.
What is this thing meant to do?
It is meant to bring certainty where there is none. For you, the certainty that I would always come for it. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion withered to winter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
You expect us to surrender and kneel. We will not. You'll face us all. When we choose!
Okay, and now we come upon one of the best seats ever. But we gotta suffer a little bit more before we get to it. Hey, new chats reward. I think I remember these caves as the warden. Those are like the tunnels to where the drakes were at.
There.
Oh, that's not fair. Oh, I got Mark of the Rift. Oh, hooray. I forgot how cool that was. I gotta totally rearrange my quick bar, but not now. very, very difficult for Dragon Age Dry Wolf to replicate that feeling. Not that I don't think they're not capable of it. Just like, it's gonna be hard. So desperate right now. It's cold and it's windy and like all you can do is shuffle. You can't run. You can't even walk at your normal speed. And it gives you like the other good thing is that it gives you time to be like, okay, what the fuck just happened? Who the fuck was that asshole?
Recent?
Although I do object to this point. Elves are dainty enough and light enough that she could run across the snowbank. Although, granted, these are not Tolkien elves. These are Tolkien elves after generations of trauma. So who knows? Oh yes, and you see it.
There! It's her!
Thank the Maker!
Oh, here we go. I'm not gonna talk at all during this scene. Because it's just so good.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
If they're arguing about what we do next, I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course. And the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, the winter servants of false-old gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, He is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Mother Giselle, I just don't see how what I believe matters. Lies or not, Corypheus is a real physical threat. We can't match that with hope alone.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon. The dawn will come. Bear your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon. The dawn will
An army needs more than an enemy. It needs a cause.
A word.
Once at LARP, we were doing an apocalypse, because it's always an apocalypse when it's a LARP. All the singing people rehearsed that song.
The
for a
humans have
long
not
time.
raised one of our people so high for ages beyond counting.
Yes.
Her faith is hard-won, Lethaline. Worthy of pride.
He called me
Save one
Lethaline.
detail. The threat Corypheus wields. The orb he carried. It is ours. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. We must find out how he survived. And we must prepare for their reaction when they learn the orb is of our people.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
Such things were foci, said to channel power from our gods. Some were dedicated to specific members of our pantheon. All that remains are references in ruins, and faint visions of memory in the Fade, echoes of a dead empire. But however Corypheus came to it, the orb is elven, and with it, he threatens the heart of human faith.
Even if we defeat Corypheus, eventually they'll find a way to blame elves.
I suspect you are correct. It is unfortunate, but we must be above suspicion to be seen as valued allies. Faith in you is shaping this moment, but needs room to grow.
Here it comes.
By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Someone done built a castle in the middle of the Rockies. Okay, I believe there's one more cool scene coming up. Yeah, now the real game starts. Well, okay. Hold that thought.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One.
I mean, you saw what I did.
We
This
have the
character,
walls and
Rachel
numbers
Eric.
to put up a fight here. But this
I
threat
always
is
name
far
my video
beyond
game
the war we
characters after the
anticipate.
tabletop characters.
But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus. What drew him to you.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
You're offering this to an elf? Are you quite sure you know what you're doing?
I would be terrified handing this power to anyone. But I believe it is the only way. They'll follow you. To them, being an elf shows how far you've risen, how it must have been by Andraste's hand. What it means to you, how you lead us, that is for you alone to determine.
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm an elf standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us.
Have our people been told? They have. And soon, the world. Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph?
Best moment of Colin's damn life right now. Happening right now.
Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
Oh, I just love everything about this sequence. Like, normally I hate extended cutscenes, but this one's good. Like, so many little details, like Josie going, yeah, and like, oops, I
So this
got
is
ahead of
where it
myself, and
begins.
like the hope in Cullen's eyes, and like when they start singing.
It began in the courtyard.
Leliana
This is where we turned that
is the
promise
first
into
person
action.
to start, and
But
she
what do
also
we do?
waits to the next
We know
verse
nothing
'cause
about
she's
this
polite
Corypheus
like that.
except that he wanted your mark.
Oh, this is why I love Dragon Age.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight. We've seen no darkspawn other than
I was
Corypheus
like, God damn it,
himself.
Harry lived through
Perhaps
one.
it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated. Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god. I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This
Okay.
is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
So, I'm gonna keep streaming, but I do need a quick break. So, enjoy a very quick capitalism break, by which I mean 90 seconds of commercials. And I'm gonna run to the bathroom, feed my cat, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So many cool things to do now that we're back in Haven. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Well, so this is for you, Ranger Eric. Okay. Let's get started. Alright, so there's some stuff to do up here. Oh no, in the Undercroft.
Now, what did they make down
Hey,
here?
I
What
finally
can I
have storage. So all the weapons that are super heavy and have level requirements, I can put in here. But I had more than that. Yeah, that one. Okay, cool. Now we're just gonna run around and explore a bunch. Oh, those are some schematics. What's over here? Oh, Skyhold customization. Alright, banners. I already sort of said this is happening kind of sort of with the elves. The bed. Those are both weird. So. Okay, more draperies to find. Okay. Let's go with Dalish. You can change it when you feel like. Oh, Grey Warden. Let's start with Grey Warden. Let's pretend this is a Grey Warden outpost that we found. Okay, Dragon Maw Thrones, okay. Cool Thrones, bro. Elven windows, Inquisition windows. Oh, Frostbite decent windows. Okay. Upgrade potions, equip potions. Harriet! Okay, apparently.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one
Alright, I'm glad he didn't die when I abandoned
He'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You did what you could, I suppose.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Yes.
Care to share?
No. It hurts and I don't want to spit on your efforts. You saved who you could. We have to be happy with that.
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Alright, well, I'm glad at least I saved him. Okay, that's the Undercroft. That is Thor not appearing in this game. Nah, I think that leads to the jail. We're just... Okay, that leads somewhere else that we're not using. Oh, okay. This is real.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the higher stakes, and to the death.
The court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
A grand masquerade? I need to go shopping.
I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor. Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus's attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
I'd be delighted if you could conjure up a marble bath within the next hour.
I'll attempt to add that to the list.
Okay. War room. So many things to do now in the war room. Oh, and I have a point. Oh, I have a point. Ah, damn it. I need one more point. Okay. Let's get that one. Bonus against the enemies. Oh, look at all these. So many missions. Yay! I get to do the missions. Oh, now I gotta pick which ones to do. Okay. What's that one? Western approach. Let's do it. Okay, blighted desert. Not now. We're doing stuff.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Liberate the Empress de Leon. I know, it's like, yeah, you should do Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, but then you get here and it's like, no. No, actually. Because, yeah, we got a level. We got 12 to 15. We got some levels to go. Oh, no, you know what? You know what? I know what we should do. We should do Oh, that is the DLC. Okay, well, you can... Cat is here. He is affectionate right now. Alright, Storm Coast. Into the deep roads. And I thought we had... Oh, we're gonna do that! Acquire the Arcanist. Skyhold has incredible potential for rune crafting and mastercraft smithing if only had a gifted mind to gain full benefit. The war and the Venatorium lent many experts, but we have located an Arcanist. With great skill and reputation for humbling first enchanters in both Ambrastian and Imperial circles. 2 assassination attempts and at least 1 explosion have made landholders reluctant to allow her passage through their territory. It will take significant effort to bring her from Tantervale. This Arcanist would be invaluable to the Inquisition. We've got my Arcanist. I made Liliana do it because she's mad. Stop Venet. Okay, so we're down to our theme. I thought, where's Crestwood? Crestwood's up here. Reports of Darkspawn activity. Alright.
Inquisitor.
Liliana's familiar with Darkspawn. Oh, protect Clan Lavalin. Belen, I would not trouble you normally. You have enough on your shoulders fighting ancient Eventer Magisters while representing your people. The rifts have spread chaos. Bandits are attacking Clan Lavalin. They're settled in Wycombe. The Inquisition can help. It seems like a job of
All right.
Something for... Glorious request. Oh, okay. He wants to find some Venatori. Okay.
At your service.
Give that to Josie. Excellent. Can I open any more graves? Oh, Fairbanks! Okay. Hi. Okay, playtime. I am off camera flinging a further toy about to entertain him. Okay, no, you just wanted to see that I would fling the toy. And now you're settling back down. Okay, see how it goes. Alright. So you've set the Inquisition to their tasks. Now we can run around and talk to everybody. Oh, yeah. So we should probably go say hello to the new Arcanist. Let's go say hi to the new Arcanist.
The Arcanist has arrived.
You should see for yourself.
I'm usually a little slow on the uptake when it comes to video games, but I am proud of myself that I figured out who it was like 5 seconds before the reveal. That's creepy.
Hello there.
Yes! Because that voice! I recognize the voice!
Well, don't just stand there slack-jawed. Let's figure out what you need.
It's Dagna!
You're the magical advisor.
You're her. The Inquisitor. I'm Dagna. Arcanist Dagna. It's an honor, your worship. Is that it? The hand anchor mark? It's pretty. Reach was pretty too. In a destroy everything sort of way.
This is the dwarf who, she was a teenager. And she's like, I want to go study with the Circle of Mages. And everyone's like, you're a dwarf, you can't do magic. And she's like, I know, I just want to study it.
Ha. You're not quite what I was expecting. You're a dwarven arcanist.
The only one. When you learn things everyone says you can't, you get to be the first. I don't need to tell you. I've looked at Harrod's devices. Precision is fantastic, but typical. Mundane. Old thinking. No disrespect meant to the classical trades, but you need a new perspective. I've made adjustments. As long as I keep making them, you can craft just about anything. Almost safely.
Where does a dwarf go to study magical theory?
Get out. I asked myself that question for years. Turns out, not in Orsmar. I had to start at a circle. I had help, though. A Grey Warden, and I am forever grateful. With that sanction, I visited a half-dozen circles. The wonders I've seen. And with an objective eye, I can
Just
spot
imagine Dagna going from circle to circle. Being the hero for Elden says I could. We don't want to pick a fight with the hero for Elden, so I guess it's okay.
You were quick to join the Inquisition. Is there something you want?
How could I waste a chance to get close to you? And Corypheus? My goodness. And actual physical rifts in the Vale? Also, dwarves? We don't dream. So, when mages talk about it, I can only, well, dream what it would be like. So there's that, and all the things you'll probably find, and what I'll get to make. Rules are different here. Plus, you're paying me a lot. Like, wow, so much.
What qualifies you to be an arcanist?
I took the title because I'm a magical researcher, philosopher, and master of practical application. And I like it. I can't actually do magic because I'm a dwarf, but that also means no risk of possession. Safer than a mage. It means that every skill I have, I've learned through reason and understanding. Coming from the Smith caste, I know the value of mastering a craft. Did you know dwarves invented enchanting? Probably.
You seemed impressed by the anchor. What does it look like to you?
I heard what everyone says what you heard Corypheus say. It's a long chain of who said what's. To me, it says key. But keys do a lot of things. Open, lock, switch. Some open one thing, some open everything. It sounds like Corypheus made it to open, but it looks like you can use it to close. It may be that simple. Sure is pretty. Wish I could see through it.
What is it you do, exactly?
I was born to the forge. That's literal in the Smith caste. So the hammer and tong, that's like a heartbeat. But you've a man for that already, and a good one. I'm here because of my passion for magic. Magical study, magical theory, magical enchantment, and through it, the manipulation of masterworks.
Okay,
I studied
I
it all with an objective eye.
I
No
want
secrets, no
Incredible.
fears. That lets
I
me
want
apply
Dagna to
principles
have a
like no other.
conversation with Sandal.
Maybe one other, but I don't have that
Like,
wonky
I don't
of a
think
mind,
Sandal
so
would
I
say
still
too
kinda
much.
win.
But I think he would like look at Dagna's sketches and understand what she was getting at and then just do something amazing.
What's the story with enchanting?
Lyrium is the heart. In certain rational patterns, it beats like something alive. That's how I see it. So, a mage can make your weapons do things, but with the right runes, the right rarities, your toys become wonders. It's the one thing mages can't do. Drives them mad. Literally. Dwarves are resistant, so it doesn't affect us. Mostly.
You have the ability to make exceptional weapons and armor. Masterworks?
There's an art to the forge, as well as enchanting. You need an ear for it. And hands. Eyes, too. Nothing bad to say about Herod on that front. He's wonderful. But there's this little more needed. With the right bits, an edge can be more than an edge. Armor can do more than protect. A hue can be just a bit brighter. In short, smithing can be more. In short.
Another time, Dagna.
Of course. Bring me what you want made, and I'll make sure it goes just right.
I love how they kept the character of Dagna, but figured out a way to translate her personality from the enthusiastic, rambunctious teenager to who she is now as a skilled adult. Appreciate that. It's good. Okay. Alright, we're not going that way. We are going this way.
Hello.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhawk. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
Claim no secret wisdom.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
You said that you believed the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the Archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. You must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as the minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Oh, that's why he makes the murals. He wants it to be interesting. Okay. Another step on the path of the Sodasments.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? Mortals sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Felt the whole world change.
A figure of speech.
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
You change everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is happening.
Sweet talker.
We shouldn't. It isn't right. Not even here.
What do you mean, even here?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
So I guess technically they've slept together. If they're having the same dream. Oh hey, I'm finally in my room. Oh, I can do the thing. I can do the thing. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Flannel wear. I like that one. Outerwear. Venture forth. Okay. I like Night's Watch. Armor. Go with that for now. Oh, I see. Casual wear. I see. Okay, so I pick what... Okay, cool. Well, the pajamas are dumb. So... I'll start with this one. Let's change it up every now and then, but we'll start with this one. Looks a lot better. I'll take that. Oh, okay. The recipes and the upgrades. Okay, alright, so there's not much up here, so we're just gonna hop down. Are we? Are we not? Are we not gonna? Yes, there we go. Alright, so Alright,
They have
cool.
certainly spared no expense.
So, I am gonna go talk to each of the companions. Because, yeah, I like how in this moment, in the scene right after Skyhold, what is to do? Oh, Sid, if someone is being... Oh, Alexius. Let us judge Alexius.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
You know what? Let's do it.
You recall Gerion Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former Magister as you see fit.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve under guard as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution. Very well.
What's interesting is that if you side with the Templars, you have the option to make him tranquil. Oh yeah, I should go back to the war table. Cause some missions were finished. Thank you, Myral Earlman. Yeah, so, even though I am streaming this, this is my 5th playthrough of Dragon Age. But yeah, so I know how to be careful with Chorus mission, but thank you for the heads up, I appreciate it. Okay, finish some missions. Protect Clan Lavella. Okay. Kill most of the bandits. Okay, yeah, of course the Duke of Wycombe. Like, he wouldn't have done that, except it's like, it's the Inquisitor's relatives. They shouldn't. Okay, see access. Okay, so, okay. Let's go do some stuff in Orlais. We've been hanging out in Ferelden. Serpent of Navarra. Oh. new creepy advisor. Yeah, this seems more like a Leliana thing.
Let's see what we have.
Farm for some resources in the faraway place.
To work?
We got more people to talk to.
We can't fight a god.
Alright, so who is where? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Leliana, Solus, and Dorian are all mostly in their towers, so... Go to Solus's place. Where we flirted, we progressed the romance one step, so... we don't have to. We let it sink.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you now?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead.
He has a point.
I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is.
Not us.
They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
We only know what Corypheus claims to be.
True. He might be a convincing liar, or delusional, or insane. But how many delusional maniacs are going to have that knowledge? He broke open the Fade. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no. It was us all along. We destroyed the world.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You rebelled for good reason.
I'm pleased to hear you say that, Inquisitor. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is An unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first warden ever to be kicked out.
I mean, Anders is right
Quite
over
the
there.
achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
That hurts.
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father,
Yeah, you
Marek,
did.
back when I was a warden.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No, it's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
She's his mom. She's Alistair's mom.
Ooh, Inquisitor! Greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order. I'm so pleased to be here, helping out in my small way. Well, I should get back to work.
That was a very productive conversation. Thank you for having it with me.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
More likely, they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We're better than Corypheus.
I can't remember if that was the conversation that is supposed to soften her, but I hope that just softened her. Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that real quick. And then go find some other companions to talk to, because I bet everybody needs to have a nice conversation right about now. Okay, Solus, we already did the thing with Solus. Okay. Nope, wrong way. This way. Okay, Josephine we've talked to. War room. Okay. Oh, and I gotta go meet Varric on the battlements. Okay, well, let's talk to the people randomly hanging out in the courtyard.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what does step in?
Odd that you'd ask Andraste over your own gods.
My gods? Whatever. They don't talk any more than she does. Not like she's supposed to. I know what happened to you. Or what everyone here thinks happened. It seems... I don't know what it seems.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait. Too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a butt, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Coryphalis believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
I'm not in charge of that. Okay, so talk to Sarah. And I spotted Ambo over here.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option. but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
That was a fun little scene. Although, I mean... they could have... I've got the big tattoo on my face. How could they not recognize the big tattoo on my face?
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
Oh, there's a book. There's a book. Oh, Hard and Hightown. This is not where we live. Oh no, I think it's over there. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Oh, this is Cullen's future office. Okay, so this is not a part of the battlement where I meet them. So let's go find it. Yes. So I do... Nothing in here? No, nothing in here. I do like this part of the game where it's everyone has been here for 5 seconds. Is it those battlements? No, I don't think it's those battlements. Okay, there's the courtyard. And it is fun, because like, oh, like the first time I played this game, it was like, oh, I have a castle. I'm gonna explore my castle. Here it goes. Yup. Cassandra will in fact kill him. Yeah, that's right. No, we're doing custom. We're doing custom. Okay. Okay. Head and ears. Ears we never... No, we never... Hair's the important one. I remember... Let's see. I remember I gave Hawk a very Ferelden hairstyle with like the little braided bangs. Do I not have? I don't have. Okay, well we're gonna give her the most Ferelden hairstyle we can. Because she never forgot she was Ferelden. Okay, that might have to be it. Or that one. Ah, look, 5,000 short haircuts. Alright, I think that's the best we're gonna get. Hair color, she's kind of brunette. Not dark. Kept the blood swipe. Can't remember makeup. We're making her lips a lot redder because I do my RPG characters. Okay. That's what we got.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
That's why I brought Varric on that DLC mission.
Impressive view. Reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well. Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Loghain. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's all Tevinter magic. But he was dead, I swear.
It's that one Grey Warden. He got out through the one Grey Warden.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him, except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My sister's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take her as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Meryl is helping Elven refugees who were displaced by the war. I didn't want to take her away from that. Meryl spent enough time fighting for her life with me.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Okay. Alright, so that's how we get to Crestwood. Alright. So I think it was really cool of BioWare to do this, to bring back your character from the previous game as an NPC. And I kind of hope that they'll do the same for the Inquisitor in Dreadwolf. Like, I mean, I know that's hard, but also been waiting 10 years for this game so you can make it happen, BioWare.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
Cassandra
You're
was
damn
gonna kill
right
him.
I did.
You conniving little shit.
You
Is he
kidnapped me.
duck when you
You
had that short?
interrogated me. What did you expect?
I expected you to tell the truth. I told you what was at stake.
So I just hand her over on your say-so? It's okay, Hawk. This zealot isn't crazy. I promise. Look at her. She's finally lost it.
All right, you've both made your points.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved
Hawk
Most
would have
Holy.
just died.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now.
Strikes
We're
me
on the
as
same side.
Varric being loyal?
We all know
Being
whose
a
side
loyal
you're on,
friend?
Varric.
I'll
it
take
will
it.
never be the Inquisition's.
Varric's earned his right to be here, Cassandra.
Thank you.
Like...
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too.
Yeah,
You people
probably.
have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk.
You explained, and that's why he said no.
I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. She supported the Mage Rebellion after all. She wouldn't have trusted me for a second.
So that...
But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured.
'Cause you're
But if
delish.
I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Alright. There's one more person I want to find who talked to. And I believe he's in... Okay, no, Harding must have gone.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
Alright, now. We're fine.
I should go.
Yeah, down here.
The order was sent?
Yes, Commander.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
It was an archdemon, they said.
Oh, okay. We gotta go where?
It
Talk
wasn't.
to the person.
Deceased,
I remembered correctly that it's here, just...
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Red, look.
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
What do you mean by possession?
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
You're feeling their pain?
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. gone. Cracked brown pain. Dry. Scraping. Thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
Solus tried to explain what you are, but honestly, I stopped listening after a while. Any chance you could explain it?
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her
murder
please.
knife.
The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. That's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
And our party is complete. Okay, now the knives. The knives that I have been saving. For a while. Oh, right. Okay. Here we are. Alright, Cole. Cole. So many knives for you. Okay. Have leeches. Snake blade. Bleeder of souls. Have that one too. Okay. Oh, but I like... Okay, no, I think this is the best we're gonna get. Okay. So Cole, your armor. Hunter mail. Give you that one. And you have your own helmet. But accessories. Oh, I like that, but it's for warrior or mage only, not rogues. No belts, no rings, no amulets. Okay. Yeah, fully equipped at Cole. Alright, there's one more person I want to talk to. Colin Riviere. Okay. Rivian and Blackwall are that way, in the middle of the courtyard, see? I've already spoken to Colin. Oh,
How do you know they won't attack here?
Darkspawn don't think.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts.
I like
I want
the,
to examine our fortifications.
the little military drumming riff that happens when he talks. That was cool.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twisted bastard down.
even if I have to die
You're
to do
grave
it.
water, that's your job only.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
There is so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Man, I wish I had had my approval of him a little higher, because that's a conversation where you can be like, so tell me how you end up light, and he's like, dissemble. Oh my god, you're not even because he doesn't dissemble the way somebody new would dissemble. Alright, well Vivian's there, so I should talk to her. Even though she fucking hates me right now. Oh, so many Vivian greatly disapproves. Well, maybe I can get some of that back right now.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
A lot of our people just died. We will discuss whose fault that is later.
Now is always the time, my dear. The past cannot be changed, and tomorrow may never come. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
You're angry. Good. Anger can save you when everything else is gone. Just make sure you put it to good use. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Cassandra, Dr. Bull, Dr. Sarah, Dr. Cullen. Oh, hey, they're like sorting themselves into their positions. Okay. Alright, that's helpful. Alright, so we have so much to do next week. I don't even know if we're gonna get to that stream next week. I'm getting married in a few weeks. It's insane. I will try and make time for this, but for now, it is time to save. And I will see everybody the next Wednesday I see you. Alright. Good night, everybody. Take care.